In a national survey conducted in 2012 that was sponsored by the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, or SAMHSA, there were some shocking results for drug use statistics in the United States. It is estimated that 23.9 million Americans aged 12 or older are currently illicit drug users. Illicit drugs include marijuana or hashish, cocaine, including crack cocaine, heroin, hallucinogens, inhalants, or prescription-type psychotherapeutics such as pain relievers, tranquilizers, stimulants, and sedatives that are used non-medically. The use of illicit drugs has increased from 8.1% in 2008 to 9.2% in 2012. In 2012, there were 1.6 million current cocaine users aged 12 or older. This may seem like a lot, but it's the explosion in heroin use that's even more concerning. The number of past-year heroin users increased from 373,000 in 2007 to 669,000 in 2012. Among young adults aged 18 to 25, the rate of current non-medical use of prescription-type drugs in 2012 was 5.3%. These young adults are the biggest abusers of prescription opioid pain relievers, ADHD stimulants, and anti-anxiety drugs. They do it for all kinds of reasons, including getting high, or because they think prescription stimulants will help them study better. But prescription drug abuse is dangerous. In 2010, almost 3,000 young adults died from prescription drug overdoses. Among persons aged 12 or older in 2011 and 2012 who used pain relievers non-medically in the past 12 months, 54% got the drug they used most recently from a friend or relative for free, and 10.9% bought the drug from a friend or relative. In 2012, 10.3 million persons aged 12 or older reported driving under the influence of illicit drugs during the past year. Marijuana was the most commonly used illicit drug. In 2012, there were 18.9 million past month users who were not using it for medical purposes. Since bursting on the scene a few years ago, synthetic marijuana, which is often called spice or K2, has become the second most popular illegal drug among American teenagers. Contrary to popular belief, this very unnatural class of designer chemicals has shown itself to be a dangerous threat. Thousands of young adults, mostly young males, are ending up in emergency rooms because of it. Vomiting, racing heartbeat, elevated blood pressure, seizures, or hallucinations. In 2012, 11% of high school seniors had used synthetic marijuana in the past year. An estimated 1.1 million persons aged 12 or older in 2012 used hallucinogens in the past month. These hallucinogens include a whole array of drugs from PCP to psilocybin mushrooms. Some of the newer hallucinogenic drugs include bath salts and Molly. Bath salts refers to a new group of drugs that contain one or more chemicals related to an amphetamine-like stimulant. The white or brown powder is sold in packages made to look like they contain common household products such as plant food or jewelry cleaner. Of the nearly 2.5 million emergency department visits that involved drug misuse or abuse in 2011, bath salts were named in 22,904 of those visits. In 2012, heavy drinking was reported by 6.5% of the population aged 12 or older, or 17 million people. An estimated 9.3 million underage persons, aged 12 to 20, were currently drinkers in 2012, including 5.9 million binge drinkers and 1.7 million heavy drinkers. It is estimated that in 2012, 2.9 million persons aged 12 or older used an illicit drug for the very first time. This averages out to be about 7,900 new people each and every day. It is estimated that 22.2 million persons aged 12 or older are classified as having either a substance abuse or addiction problem. The number of persons with heroin dependence or abuse in 2012 was 467,000, which was approximately twice the number in 2002 at 214,000. In 2012, adults aged 21 or older who had first used alcohol at age 14 or younger were more than 7 times more likely to be classified with alcohol dependence or abuse than adults who had their first drink at age 21 or older. Of the 20.6 million persons aged 12 or older in 2012 who were classified as needing substance use treatment but did not receive treatment at a rehab facility, only 1.1 million persons reported that they felt they needed treatment for their illicit drug or alcohol use problem. If you or a loved one is struggling with a substance abuse problem, we encourage you to get more information on steps you can take by clicking on the link below in the description of this video.